Alright, so hello. Um in this video I'm doing an updated deck profile of my Metagross and Solgaleo deck. Now if you go back and watch the other video, on the original deck, you will notice that it is a lot different than this one. Well, not a whole lot different, but a decent amount different. So I'm just gonna cover the entire deck again, and yeah, show you what it's all about, and then show you a test run of it. So first off, we have the Metagross line. Obviously, we have 4 Beldums here, 3 Metangs, and then the Metagross GX. Now, if you look at the other video, you notice that I only had regular Metagross. I didn't have Metagross GX. And I switched over because I noticed that GX's geotech system and algorithm moves are really good. Algorithm lets you search your deck for 5 cards, put them in your hand. Giga Hammer is 150 damage for 3 energy. Can't use Giga Hammer during your next turn, which is fine. We have a workaround for that. And Geotech System, once during your turn, you can attach a Psychic or Steel Energy card from your discard pile to your active Pokemon. So this is just a really good card. 250 health, 150 damage there, and yeah, for 1 energy, then you search up to 5 cards. Right here we have a Magearna EX, which is only here for the ability Mystic Heart, which prevents all effects of your opponent's attacks, except for damage into each Pokemon with Metal Energy on it, which should be nearly every Pokemon. Existing effects are not removed, but it prevents them. And so we just have this on the deck, or on the bench, just sitting there. Only have 1 of them. Over here we have Solgaleo Prism Star, which is only here for its Radiant Star move. Pretty much just a backup energy recycler. Normally, when there's discarded energy, we'll be using Geotech System to get it back. But if we need to go back to Radiant Star, that lets us get back multiple energy. So, however, it does use up an attack, which is the reason why we're going to be focusing on using Geotech System. That's pretty much the only reason this guy's here. You can also use Corona Impact if we need him to, but it's 4 energy, so it's kind of not good. Same with Magearna using Soul Blaster, which isn't as bad because it's a Steel and a DCE, so a lot easier to use this move. But again, mostly just going to be here for Mystic Heart. And down here we have the Solgaleo line, which we have a Cosmoem, draw a card, Cosmog. Cosmoem I replaced from the other Cosmoem because Teleport was just not a good move, really. So now we have a Cosmoem with Star Protection instead. So flip a coin if heads for all damage from attacks, which is just nice while we're waiting to actually evolve into Solgaleo, which is the other main card for this deck. It's got Ultra Road, which lets us switch out active Pokemon with one of your benches, including itself. Sunsteel Strike was discard 230 for 3, discards all energy, and Soul Burst, which for 1 lets you start your deck for 5 energy cards and attach them to your Pokemon any way you like. And so this is the reason we have Solgaleo GX, or Solgaleo Prism, and Metagross GX. So Geotech System and Radiant Star will be letting us recycle the energy discarded from Solgaleo's attack. And so basically the big loop here would be Metagross GX will use Giga Hammer. Can't use it next turn. The next turn we'll Ultra Road to switch Solgaleo up for free. Use Sunsteel Strike. Discards all energy. Come back next turn. Metagross uses the Geotech System to get 1 of them back. Giga Hammer again, using Ultra Road to bring him back up. And then the next turn, again, another Geotech System, which still only brings him to 2, but we can either just attach the 3rd energy from our hand, or we can use Solgaleo instead of Geotech system to get that energy back. So we're constantly doing 230 damage, and then 150, and then 230. And the GX moves are pretty much just setup moves, and that depends on our situation. If we pretty much only have Metagross, we'll use Algorithm and just get a bunch of the cards we need, including like Mierna, Solgaleo line, maybe some trainers. And then if we already have like a Beldum, the Solgaleo Prism, then we'll use Soul Burst and just get a bunch of energy out, and to just jumpstart the using of the moves. And then Alolan Vulpix here, we just have one of them for the free beacon, which just lets us search for 2 Pokemon and put them in our hand, which is just very useful. Move on to trainers. So we have 2 field blowers here, which are just choose up to 2 in any combination of Pokemon 2 cards and stadium cards in play, and discard them. Just useful for getting rid of tools or stadiums that we don't want our opponents to have active. 2 heavy balls, which are very useful because a lot of the cards in this deck have high retreat costs. So Solgaleo Prism Star, Metagross GX, Solgaleo GX, we can pretty much use heavy balls and just get them right away. Even Metang has a 3 retreat cost, so we can get out of Metang and Cosmoem. So heavy ball just lets us get a lot of Pokemon out when we need them. We also have rare candies, since we have 2 lines of full stage 2s. So rare candies just lets us go instantly from like Cosmog to Solgaleo or Beldum to Metagross, and that's very useful. Rescue Stretcher, you know, just in case like something gets knocked out, like maybe we have to bring up a Magearna and it gets killed, we can just Rescue Stretcher, bring him back, or something like that, or shuffle them back in. Just something nice to have. 4 Ultra Balls, in case we don't have heavy balls or we need to get like Cosmog or Beldum. Ultra Ball is just discard 2 cards and find a Pokemon. So very useful. We have 4 of those. Versus Seeker, they're just nice for getting back supporters, which help us rotate out our hand and stuff. We have a Bridget, which brings out some basic Pokemon and just puts them onto your bench. It can be 3 basic or just 1 basic EX, which would be our Magearna. So just useful to have. I only have 1. I would put more in the deck if I had more, but I only have 1. 2 Guzmas, which really aren't super useful, to be honest, as we have Ultra Road, but it just lets us switch out one of our opponent's Pokemon and then one of our own, so that we get a good matchup and pretty much an easy prize card. Marnie for easy hand reshuffling. We just put our hand on the bottom of our deck and then draw 5 cards. And then Professor's Research, in case like we don't have a Marnie or we need more cards and cards that we don't really care about. We can discard our hand and draw 7. Choice Bands, they're just kind of nice. They're not as effective nowadays since people are playing Vs and VMAXs, but they're still cool to have. 30 more damage GX and EXs. 4 double colorless energies and 10 steel energies. So that's pretty much the deck. The main loop again is just going to be Giga Hammer, switch out with Ultra Road, Sunsteel Strike, boom, Geotech System to get an energy back on, switch out with Ultra Road, get back a Metagross, another Giga Hammer, and yeah, pretty much just doing that. And if we need to get multiple energy back up desperately, we have Radiant Star Solgaleo Prism. So yeah, now that that is done, I'm going to save that because I did make a change to it. We're going to go ahead and do a test match. Show you how, pretty much just show you the deck in play. Alright, let's see this hand. Okay, this is a pretty good hand. So what we're going to do here, draw, we have, wow. Okay, we're going to go ahead and use an Ultra Ball. We'll get rid of an Ultra Ball and a Cosmoem. Since we have a rare candy, we can grab a Cosmog. We don't have any energies, unfortunately, so I can put a Cosmog. Go ahead and put Choice Band on our Beldum, and there we go. Now that roar is not exactly nice, but okay, no, we're good. With a Ninetales. Either play, can't play stadium cards. Doesn't matter. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and Rare Candy. Evolve to Solgaleo. Yeah, so what we're gonna do is put an energy on them, Ultra Road, bring him up, and we're gonna use a Soul Burst. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna get 1, 2, 3. So it's got a bunch of metal energy, and we're gonna start stacking up. So we go put one there, so now we have 3 for Sensual Strike, and we're gonna put 3 on this Beldum for later. Ooh, okay, so that is not good. We have a weakness here. That's gonna kill us soon. So what we're gonna want to do here, it's not a good matchup, and not the best hand right now. I don't know why I did that. That was not necessary. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and just Sensual Strike and get this guy out of here. And we get another Beldum. This is not exactly ideal just yet. Could have been a better hand, really, but yeah, got rid of that Ninetales, which is good, I guess. I'm gonna go ahead and Ultra Ball and grab. What do we want to grab? Yeah, let's go ahead and grab Alolan Vulpix. Put him down, and we're gonna Ultra Road Vulpix up, and we're gonna go and beacon out a Metang and Metagross. Alright, really matter. Okay, we have a DCE here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna evolve this. What is that? Will attack me, do more damage. Okay. So now what we're gonna do is Ultra Road, bring Metang back up, and we're going to we're gonna attach a DCE here just to give him an extra energy, and we'll go ahead and Bullet Punch, and that should just kill that Lombre. Okay. Now what we're gonna do, evolve Metagross. Yeah, so this is not very ideal because we'd have to. I mean, this is fine. I'm just gonna kind of. I could pretty much win by attacking, but we'll bridge it, bring this Magearna up, and then I'll just show you the ability. So we'll bring up Solgaleo because Geotech System only does to active. So let's go ahead and use Geotech System, and there we go. Put a Steel on that guy, and can't do anything, but that's pretty much how that works. Fine. Heavy Ball. We can go ahead and Heavy Ball and get out a. Let's bring this guy out just in case. What we'll do another Geotech System, and then for this we would want to first prize card. Energy, cool. Can't use Giga Hammer this turn. We're gonna go ahead and attach energy to Solgaleo. Ultra Road. Bring Solgaleo back up. Steel Strike. Discards the energy. Alright. Now for this one we can immediately get back all 3 energies, but we won't be able to attack. I'll just go in. This is like a demonstration kind of game. I'll kind of show you that. Go in Geotech System 1 back up. We will Ultra Road and bring up the Prism and then Radiant Star, which gives us 2 more, and we're going to put them both on Solgaleo GX. And now it's pretty much just a 1 game. We're going to bring out Metagross, Giga Hammer. So yeah, now with that we'll just Ultra Road Solgaleo, Steel Strike, and then next turn we'll win by doing another Giga Hammer. And just like that, we won. Yeah, that's pretty much how the deck plays out. I could have gone a little bit better at the beginning, but in the end, we were able to make it work. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Go ahead and give you another look at it. If you enjoyed this, make sure to like, and yeah.